Alright, we should be going on that part 2 now. I try to cut up the videos a little bit, so you don't have to watch a big long video, or I don't have to upload a big long video either, which is actually the main reason. Because it takes a really long time to upload to my computer, and then YouTube, and then just all this shit. It's such a pain in the ass, you know? Fuck it, man. Nice miss. I haven't rode my bike in a couple of days, so I'm kind of rusty. That's not good. And my tires suck. I don't know. So, you know, anyway, it is such a nice day, I just can't get over it. I mean, well, now it's nice. It was still nice earlier in the day, but now it's getting toward the nighttime, and it's getting a little cooler, and it's just beautiful, especially now with the sun going down. It's really nice. I actually really love to ride in this type of weather. I'm going to really enjoy when fall comes back, which is not too far away, because this summer's been nice. It's nice to ride a bike in the summer, but for me, I'd much rather it be like 65, 70. That's just awesome weather, man. It's just like nice, cool air, and you can wear your gear, and you're not gonna sweat. You're not gonna sweat at lights. You're not gonna sweat anywhere. Nice guy with 2 bikes there. Had a Harley and some kind of fucking leader bike. So you're not gonna sweat. It's just good, you know. I don't know. My personal opinion is that I'd much rather ride in spring or fall, or at least that type of weather condition, than heat. Especially when you're going on a long ride, it's just very demanding to ride in the heat. It takes a lot out of you. To me, anyway. You know, one man's opinion. This guy's carrying everything in the world. And his trailer's expired. So... So I was originally considering my Yamaha FZ6R, well, not my Yamaha, the Yamaha FZ6R, and I still am for my next bike. For those of you who don't know, that is the detuned R6. For more street ability, it was detuned for better low and mid-range performance throughout the rev range. There really is no power band on a 650 like that, usually. Fucking bump. It really isn't a power band like, say, in this bike or a 600. There's more smooth power throughout the whole rev range, instead of one specific spot being like the sweet spot, the G spot. And like this bike, it's about 9-10k RPMs, about 8 to 10k RPMs is the sweet spot. That's not saying that there is a lot of power at that, but there is a significant amount of power at that point compared to the rest of the rev range. And in the 600 as well, I think it's about 12k or something in the ZX6R. I'm not really sure, but there is a specific amount of RPMs that is much more powerful than the rest of the range. And so I've been considering the FZ6R, but lately I was considering the FZ6R, the Ninja 650, which I really only like the design of the 2012. I think you got to do a lot of things to the older ones with the banana seat in order to make it look good. The 2012 is nice what sets it apart, what the FC6R sets apart from the Ninja 650 is the FC6R has an inline-4 detuned R6 engine. So they both give out, somebody got pulled over. They both give out, oh shit. I don't know if it's legal to have a camera on your helmet in New York. So maybe I'll go the other way. Oh, he's right there though. Well, anyway. So it has an inline-4 engine. Even though it puts out about the same numbers that a Ninja 650 does. It has an inline-4 instead of a parallel twin. So, to me, that's just a no-brainer. Now, it looks a little different, you know. They don't look the same or anything. They just perform the same, essentially. In terms of quarter mile and stuff like that, they're pretty similar to each other. Braking distance, stuff like that. So they're real comparable. It's, you know, it's just the fact that the Ninja 650 has a parallel twin and the FC6R has an inline-4, and to me that just sets it apart from it. You know, the FC6R sets the FC6R apart from the Ninja 650. But as I was trying to say, I always seem to babble. As I was trying to say, I was also considering the 2005-2006 ZX6R Ninja 636. I really like those 2 years, the 05-06. I know the ZX6R had a lot of like transitional periods where like all throughout the 2000s it's been like changing every year or two to a different design, but the 03-04s are alright, the 07s, 08s are alright, the new ones are alright, but I really like the 05-06 one. And I might just pick that up because I don't really plan on buying new anyway, maybe, but I wouldn't mind a used bike with pretty low mileage, an 05-06 ZX6R. I just don't know about the ergonomics of it. I'm not really sure if I will like that for touring and stuff. I know it's a pain in the ass, the hunched over, but 600 is intriguing over a 650, which is more like a tourer or almost like a standard bike unless you mod the handlebars and get some clip-ons. I mean, get some rear sets and stuff like that. Or you could just get a 600, but then again, 600 is pretty low. They're both extreme because the 600 is pretty low and a 650 is pretty high, so they both have disadvantages, I suppose. So I'm going to be making that decision probably in the spring of next year when I pick up a new bike. Which one it's going to be. Oh man, I'm getting tired. That'll be around the time when I sell my 250, this bad boy. Because I will no longer need it. This has been a great bike though, it really has. Great beginner bike. Anybody doubting that is just, you know, what are you talking about? This is the perfect beginner bike. I mean, it's funny, the Yamaha FZ6R and the Ninja 650 also have a reputation as being a beginner bike, but they're completely different animals. Because it's like, you know, I don't know. It feels like the people who just jump to 600s and liter bikes right from the get-go, who actually live, which isn't many of them, or at least don't crash. It seems like those are the people that say the 650 is a beginner bike, even though they started out at 600 or 1000, like that makes any sense. They say that 650s are beginner bikes and the 250s just trash. And it seems like people who are more realistic, fucking Rice Mobile. People who are more realistic in their approach and not getting 600s and liter bikes from the get-go are the ones who say 250s are the way to go for your first bike. Yeah, someday you'll put on your blinker. Might be after the turn, but you're gonna put it on eventually, eh? This fucking guy just turned into a dirt road, that Rice Mobile with his Honda Accord. Look at that, what an asshole. He just turned into one of my town's biggest dirt roads. Now it's starting to get a little dark and dusk, so I'm gonna kill it. Alright guys, later.